Very good morning, friends. Today we are going to talk about the school performance, how to improve the school performance of a child, how to get good marks. Every parents think their children should get first mark. That is what today. Actually, everybody during my consultation, after my medical consultation, I invariably ask some questions related to the habits of the what is the sports the child do, how the child read, how she get marks, and what is her food habits. All these things I usually complete after my medical examination. And after I invariably get many parents are telling they really not telling they really worrying about the child's school performance. And when I ask, they invariably tell few questions. They are very common. See, first set of questions will corner out. My child is all right, doctor. In house, he is excellent. He is writing everything. And when you go to the school or exams, he miserably fail. That is what their grievance. Uh, Another set of questions corner around. He is very good student, doctor, but he is always playful. He never sits. He never sits and read. If he sits and read, definitely you get a good marks. That's what the question. And moreover, because of this screen time, particularly the TV and the phone, all these things made the situation worse. Doctor, what to do? We are both are working parents. What to do? That is what the question. Third question or third set of questions, it will corner around, doctor, though we are both are working, as a parent, we devote considerable time to our child to read. Either one of us will sit with them, but still he gets around only 60 to 70%. We want my child to get at least 90 and above. That is what the questions I invariably get from some parents. Okay, what is the answer? And many people invariably ask, sir, you are becoming a doctor. You tell me the secret, how you read and those days and all. Actually, I don't want to keep anything secret. That's the reason why I decided to put this video. Okay, answer I can divide into 5 Ds. 5 Ds. Number one is discipline. This is very, very important. See, for example, even in any talk given by anybody, they says that there should be some orderliness, there should be some schedule. See, he can play in the evening. He comes from the school by 4 o'clock. Allow him to play. Play is very important. See, every doctor, every neurologist, psychologist, everybody say play is very important. Don't compel the child to start read from 4 o'clock onwards. That is not. You allow the child to read only after 2 hours of playing. That's what my suggestion. Let him go and play between 4 to 6, and let him come and sit between 6 to 8 or 9, depending upon the primary school or depending upon the secondary school. I think these 2 to 3 hours concentration, reading with the concentration plays a major role. That's what I say. So the discipline is very important. That should be inculcated from the very early days of life. See, when the child reaches around 5th standard or 6th standard, it should be started. If you miss the bus, then the child may not follow the schedule. He will play, he will come and read, and he may not get the good marks and all. Number two, I always say discussion. See, when the child comes from the school, either one of you, either one of the parents or even the grandparents, you ask some simple questions. What has happened in the school? What subjects they covered, either chemistry, physics, mathematics. And is there any new thing, what your teacher told? And when the next teacher parents meeting, all these things you should ask. Then only the child thinks that they are carrying. Otherwise, if you simply ask, go and read and all, she'll get, she may not be interested and all. Okay, so you should ask what is happened in the school, what questions they ask in science, For example, if they ask some heart diagram, you ask him to write the something about the heart, or at least draw the diagram. Or if they ask about the electron or atom, you have to draw the line diagram, or pendulum you can draw. Like that, simple things ask them to reproduce. Otherwise, they totally forget. So, asking some questions, that is what has happened in the morning hours, is very, very important. And in that way, the child feels somebody is watching us. So, that is very important. And ask him to revise this subject quickly before starting the next day subjects. See, for example, at least they are sitting for 2 to 2.5 hours, means they should spend at least for half an hour to 1 hour revising or what the teacher told in the class. If she finds something difficult, at least she can ask parents or the teacher or the tuition teacher. These are all. Otherwise, she will totally forget the subject. This is number 2. Number 3, distraction. These are the very, everybody wants to enjoy. For example, if some people will have a very big house, child will be given some designated place or dedicated place for reading and all. But in some house, they may be having only one hall and one more house, one more bedroom. So I think many people will be in the child is allowed to read in the hall, but other people may be watching the TV or listening something or talking. All these things should be avoided, because if the child wants to get a good mark, mean it is a cooperation for everybody. The cooperation should come from grandparents, the cooperation come from the uncles, auntie, father, mother, everybody. At least the child should be allowed to read for the 2 hours without much disturbance. Same time, we should keep eye on the child, how he is reading. Sometimes the child may play by keeping the books in front of them, and all these things you should watch them. Okay, that is I think I told about the discipline, I told about the discussion, I told about the distraction should be avoided. And the 4th one is very, very important. That is what I said, no, how you studied doctor. That one patient really asked me, and immediately I thought that this 4th one is concerned with me. Diagram. See, in my days, I used to draw a very good diagram. See, diagram should be part of the reading. Okay. So, if there is a paragraph, some science experiments, and there is a related diagram is there, the child should be learn both them together. If they learn together, then they won't forget. See, for most of the children, what they do, they read only the paragraph. They may not be interested in learning or drawing the diagram given there. So my advice is, ask the child to draw the diagram first. Draw the diagram repeatedly 1 or 2 times, then name them. That is very, very important. Then automatically the child get the lesson or the topic in relation to the diagram will flow easily. Okay, this is very, very important. Then the last one I said about what is that? These are the world of digital world. Okay, and digital produces a lot of advantages, some disadvantages also. See, there should be a give and take phenomena. You should not make the child totally away from the digital world, smartphone and all. That is very impossible. If you make them, they will become more adamant. They will be always, their mood gets spoiled. And that is the reason why you should reasonably allow some time, at least 1 hour, 1.5 hours per day, and watching some television, good thing and all. And I always say that, see, when you ask about the discussion what has happened in the school, no, you should remember that one. For example, that day they talked about electromagnetic radiation, then or the solar system. There are nice videos are available. So you should keep watching it, and the child will come and sit with you. What is going on there? It is what given in the Bible. Solar system is I am reading now. So if you see in the TV, it is a very dynamic movement of the planets, nicely given there, and the child get convinced also. That is the way you have to improve their, see people, the bookish knowledge gives, but if they see the dynamic moments of something, they won't forget. And anything that goes in the form of a diagram, anything in the form of a dynamic movements, anything go in the form of a color, all these things are all getting stored in your brain. Remember, your brain has, to my knowledge, it is about 100 billion neurons are there. 100 billion neurons are there. Actually, hardly any person, including me, we hardly use 15 to 20% only. The rest, 80% of the neurons is not utilized. And that is the reason why in younger age group, you should inculcate many habits together. Okay? Not only subject. The child should be allowed to go for swimming, the child should be allowed for skating, the child should be karate, yoga classes, most important dance and music, all these things. You should allow the child to go and learn first for 2 or 3 months. See, the child may be having interest only in one or two. See, you have to give a wide choice, either a dancing or a music or something like a swimming or something like an archery. All these things are nowadays available. You should allow the child to go and practice for some time, at least in holidays. And in that way, after some time, they want to learn one particular, they want to learn skating, like that. Okay? Something you can find out how your child is interested and all. So I think the most important thing is when you want to get a good marks in the school or the school performance should be increased, I think it is involvement of the parents is very, very important, because teachers are doing their best, I know, because in childhood age, everybody including me, we've done a lot of misuseness, because teachers' responsibility is now becoming more and more. So even though you are a parent, you are doing 24 hours work, because nowadays people are working long hours and they become very tired and all. At least you should remember the 5 Ds that I said. Number 1 is a discipline, that means schedule, orderliness. The child should always come and start reading from 6 to 8, like that and all. Number 2, discussion. What is happened in the school today and what they are going to take in the tomorrow, and what is madam said about the parents teacher meeting, next meeting. All these things you have to discuss with the child. And sometimes the child may have a small pinprick, she may be quarreling with the next. All these things are small things. You have to listen them, you have to nicely advise how to get away from these small things and all. Number 3 is, I said about distraction should be done. So that in that way, whole family should join with them, cooperate in such a way, the child should be given full concentration in the 2 hours between 6 to 8 or 6 to 9 or anything like that and all. And at that time, if they have any other, they can go either to the upstairs or the next room or outside, like that and all. And you should always care the child. In between, you have to go and ask the child, or do you want anything to drink, water, milk, or something like that and all. And the 4th one is, that is my favorite. Don't remember, I think if at all anything, this video is going to help. Think about the diagram. Diagram is very important. See, because, I usually jokingly say, if you write a heart diagram, a child in the 6th class or 8th class diagram one way, and by end of the school, you will diagram in a different way. By entering into MBBS, you will diagram, the diagram goes in a little way. By finishing his MBBS, the diagram is totally changing. So that is the reason why you have to make the child to learn the principle, the best diagram. Even though books are giving some diagram, there are some best diagrams will make you to understand more. So that sort of the diagrams is now available, and this is the days of AI. These are the days of internet and computer. So you should always utilize in a proper way. So if all these things, diagram is very important. Last one I already said about the utilization of the digital advances. Wherever possible, the digital advances should be utilized in proper time. If you go like that, I am very confident your child will step up from one level to above. Definitely, I am confident. I think this video might be useful for somebody. Thank you. Goodbye. We'll see you again.